Hello friends. Imagine a crisp autumn morning, the kind where the air feels alive with possibility. October 3rd belongs to those born under Libra's graceful constellation, and this date carries a unique vibration, balancing charm, intelligence, and a subtle intensity. But what truly lies beneath the smile of someone born on this day? Let's uncover the mysteries of their heart, ambitions, and destiny across astrology, numerology, and even the ancient traditions of Druids, Vedic seers, and symbolic stones and flowers. Love. Those born on October 3rd radiate a magnetic charm that is nearly impossible to ignore. There is something in their presence that seems to draw people closer, as if they carry an invisible gravitational pull rooted in both their intellect and their warmth. In love, this quality makes them highly desirable partners, because they know how to weave together affection with a light-hearted playfulness that keeps romance alive. They approach love as both an art and a dialogue, never content with a surface connection. For them, it must be layered, textured, and emotionally nourishing. While they deeply crave stability and emotional security, they are equally energized by the thrill of flirtation, the spark of playful banter, and the rhythm of laughter echoing in shared moments. This balance is their unique gift, making their relationships feel both safe and exciting at the same time. For October 3rd natives, love is not a fleeting passion but rather an unfolding story, an adventure that grows richer with time. They believe in the power of shared experiences, whether it's traveling to new places together, cooking an elaborate meal side by side, or simply talking for hours under the night sky. They seek a partner who can engage both their heart and their mind, someone who listens with curiosity but also challenges them intellectually. Without that exchange of ideas, they can grow restless, as though the relationship has lost its oxygen. Conversation is foreplay for them. Clever words and thoughtful insights often mean as much as physical affection. Yet, their greatest gift in love can also become their greatest challenge: indecision. Libras born on this date sometimes find themselves caught between two options, two lovers, or even two different visions of what love could look like. Their internal voice, ruled by Libra's scales, whispers, "Why not both? Why not wait? Why not see how it unfolds?" This hesitation can frustrate potential partners, who may perceive it as lack of commitment, when in reality it stems from their desire to choose the path that truly resonates. But once their heart makes its choice, once they step off the fence, they are all in. Their loyalty is steady, their devotion profound, and their partner feels not only loved but celebrated. In the everyday details of love, they have a natural gift for small gestures that carry big meaning. A note tucked into a pocket, a spontaneous compliment, a thoughtful gift chosen not for its cost but for its symbolism. These are the ways October 3rd souls express their affection. They thrive on creating an atmosphere where love feels alive in daily life, not reserved only for grand anniversaries or milestones. And while they can be idealists, dreaming of cinematic romances and storybook endings, they are also realists enough to understand that love requires effort, compromise, and patience. For them, intimacy thrives when laughter and tenderness flow together. A relationship without humor feels stale. A romance without emotional honesty feels hollow. They need both, and they are at their best with partners who can offer depth but who also know how to play, tease, and keep the fire of fun alive. The beauty of their love lies in its constancy. Even after years together, they are the type to still hold hands in public, still flirt across the dinner table, still whisper compliments when no one else is listening. For their partners, this enduring spark feels like living in the warmth of a perpetual autumn, gentle, golden, and filled with quiet joy. And now, a little side note. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a "Thanks" button right under this video, or through the donation alerts link in the description. Your support truly helps me keep creating. And of course, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Thank you so much for being here. Now, let's continue. Marriage. When October 3rd individuals decide to marry, they do not take the decision lightly. To them, marriage is not simply a legal contract or a social expectation. It is the merging of souls, the weaving together of two lives into one shared tapestry. They long for a union that is based on equality and mutual respect, where both partners are valued not only for their roles but for their individuality. They want a spouse who can be their best friend, their confidant, their partner in both triumph and struggle. In their vision of marriage, each day is a chance to build something beautiful together, whether that means creating a warm home, pursuing shared dreams, or simply savoring the quiet comfort of companionship. October 3rd natives see marriage as a living, breathing partnership. They prefer harmony over conflict, and they often take on the role of peacemaker within the household. They are skilled at smoothing over arguments with humor, empathy, or compromise, but sometimes this very talent becomes a liability. Their desire to keep the peace can tempt them to sidestep difficult conversations, leading to unresolved issues simmering beneath the surface. The challenge for them is learning that conflict, when faced with honesty and courage, can actually deepen intimacy rather than weaken it. Their growth within marriage comes from embracing vulnerability, from daring to say, "This hurts me," or "This matters to me," even when it risks rocking the boat. Their homes reflect their values, spaces filled with art, books, music, and a sense of harmony. Beauty matters to them, not in a superficial way, but because they believe the environment shapes the spirit of the relationship. They might invest in carefully chosen decor, host dinners with friends that bring warmth and laughter, or create rituals that give their marriage a rhythm and texture. To them, the home is a sanctuary, a place where both partners feel seen, heard, and nurtured. In marriage, they are generous and attentive, eager to create traditions that celebrate their love. They are the partners who remember anniversaries not just with gifts, but with handwritten letters or carefully planned surprises. They enjoy celebrating milestones, yet they also cherish the ordinary days, quiet mornings over coffee, evening walks, or simply sharing the details of their day. For them, marriage is built not only on grand moments but on the accumulation of countless small acts of love. Their greatest joy comes from knowing that their spouse feels appreciated and supported. They often go out of their way to encourage their partner's dreams, sometimes even putting their spouse's needs above their own. This devotion is admirable, but it can also create imbalance if they neglect their own desires for too long. The lesson for them is remembering that their needs, too, are valid, and that a marriage thrives when both partners nurture themselves as well as each other. Despite challenges, their capacity for forgiveness and renewal keeps their marriage resilient. They rarely hold grudges, preferring instead to reset and move forward. They have a gift for seeing the bigger picture, reminding their partner that every couple faces storms, but what matters is weathering them together. Over time, their marriages often deepen into profound companionships marked by loyalty, humor, and enduring affection. Ultimately, October 3rd individuals approach marriage as a lifelong dance, sometimes smooth and graceful, sometimes stumbling and awkward, but always moving together to the rhythm of love. With patience, honesty, and commitment, they create marriages that feel less like a contract and more like an evolving masterpiece. Two lives continually shaping one another, finding harmony not in perfection but in shared humanity. Sex. For those born on October 3rd, intimacy is not merely a physical act but a profound expression of connection, artistry, and emotion. They approach sex with the same balance they seek in all areas of life, where body, mind, and spirit intertwine to create an experience that feels both passionate and poetic. They often see intimacy as a sacred dialogue, one in which words become whispers, and touch becomes a language of its own. To them, physical closeness is never just about desire. It is about being understood on a deeper level, about building trust, and about sharing energy in a way that words alone cannot capture. Atmosphere plays a defining role in how they experience sexuality. October 3rd natives are highly sensitive to the environment around them, and for them, the stage must be set with intention. They are the type of lovers who dim the lights, choose music that resonates with the soul, and bring in scents that awaken memory and mood. Every detail matters, not because they are fussy, but because they believe sex is an art form, and like any masterpiece, it requires the right frame to shine. A candle flickering in the corner, the softness of a blanket, or even the rhythm of a song can amplify their sense of closeness, transforming an ordinary night into something unforgettable. More than anything, they are lovers of the mind. Foreplay begins long before physical intimacy, often in the form of stimulating conversation, playful banter, or the exchange of ideas that spark curiosity. For them, arousal is intellectual as much as it is physical. A witty remark, a deep philosophical discussion, or even an engaging debate can set their hearts racing. They want to feel that their partner understands them, challenges them, and matches their energy. Only then does the physical aspect blossom into something extraordinary. Yet, as with all things, there is a challenge hidden within their gifts. October 3rd individuals can sometimes get lost in their own idealism, dreaming of perfection that may not exist in reality. They crave the flawless blend of romance, passion, beauty, and harmony, and when life delivers intimacy in its more raw, imperfect form, they may hesitate or withdraw. Their task is to embrace spontaneity, to allow themselves to be swept up in the moment without worrying if everything aligns perfectly. When they learn to let go of control and surrender to the natural flow of desire, their experiences become richer and more fulfilling. They are generous lovers, attentive to their partner's needs, often placing their partner's pleasure at the center of the experience. For them, satisfaction is not one-sided. It is shared, mutual, and rooted in the joy of giving as much as receiving. They are highly intuitive, able to sense subtle shifts in mood or body language, adjusting themselves to ensure their partner feels safe, cherished, and deeply wanted. This attentiveness makes them unforgettable. For those who share intimacy with an October 3rd soul often carry the memory like a treasured secret. Ultimately, sex for them is more than a moment. It is a memory, a ritual, and a way of weaving love into the fabric of their life. They thrive in relationships where intimacy evolves alongside emotional closeness, growing richer with time. When partnered with someone who shares their desire for both passion and poetry, they create a sexual bond that is not only satisfying but transformative, reminding them that intimacy is not about perfection, it is about presence, connection, and trust. Friendship. People born on October 3rd are natural connectors, gifted with a charm and humor that allow them to move effortlessly between different circles of friends. They are the ones who can bring together a quiet intellectual, a bold adventurer, and a shy dreamer into the same room, weaving a common thread of laughter and warmth that makes everyone feel included. Their energy is magnetic, not because they demand attention, but because they offer it generously to others, making each person feel valued and heard. As friends, they embody loyalty and attentiveness. They listen with genuine interest, often offering thoughtful advice that balances empathy with logic. They are not the type to brush off concerns lightly. Instead, they sit with their friends in moments of difficulty, holding space for tears, confusion, or silence. Their words, when offered, tend to strike at the heart of the matter with clarity, guiding others to see possibilities they may have overlooked. This gift makes them confidants, the ones people turn to when they need both understanding and perspective. October 3rd individuals have a natural gift for humor, and they use it to brighten the lives of those around them. Even in tense situations, they can diffuse the heaviness with a witty remark or a playful observation, reminding their friends that laughter can be the best medicine. Their presence brings lightness into gatherings, making them the soul of the party without needing to dominate the spotlight. They thrive on shared joy, and many of their friendships are cemented through laughter, inside jokes, and memories of moments when they turned ordinary days into adventures. Yet, beneath their warmth, they carry clear expectations. They believe friendship is a two-way street, and while they are generous with their time, attention, and care, they expect reciprocity. If they sense that a friendship is becoming one-sided, where they are always the giver and rarely the receiver, they may quietly begin to distance themselves. This is not born from pettiness but from a deep understanding of balance. They know that true friendships require mutual respect and effort. The friends they hold closest are treated like family, protected fiercely and cherished deeply. They remember birthdays, celebrate successes, and stand strong in moments of crisis. They are the friends who show up unasked, who bring comfort food after a heartbreak, or who stay on the phone late into the night just to make sure someone feels less alone. For them, Friendship is sacred, and the bonds they form are meant to last a lifetime. Their social circles often span a wide variety of personalities because they value diversity in thought and experience. They enjoy being surrounded by people who teach them new things, who expose them to different perspectives, and who keep their minds open and active. They are rarely possessive in friendship. Instead, they encourage their friends to grow, explore, and connect with others, secure in the knowledge that their own bond is strong enough to withstand distance or time apart. In the end, October 3rd individuals create friendships that are both joyous and profound. They bring light, laughter, and wisdom into the lives of others, while also demanding authenticity and reciprocity. To have them as a friend is to have someone who will celebrate your victories, stand with you in your struggles, and remind you, often with a smile or a joke, that life is best lived when shared. Business and career. October 3rd individuals are born with an almost uncanny blend of creativity, diplomacy, and vision, making them natural candidates for careers that require both imagination and human connection. They possess the kind of mind that can step into a room full of chaos, look at the scattered pieces, and intuitively recognize how everything fits together. This ability to see patterns others overlook allows them to become strategic thinkers, problem solvers, and visionaries who excel not only in planning but also in inspiring others to believe in those plans. Communication lies at the very heart of their professional identity. They are articulate, persuasive, and charming, qualities that allow them to move easily between different groups of people and to win trust almost instantly. Many find success in fields like law, politics, public relations, or media, where the spoken or written word becomes a powerful tool. Their ability to frame ideas in compelling narratives means they often find themselves at the center of negotiations, campaigns, or creative pitches, turning conversations into opportunities and opportunities into results. Their artistic side also demands expression, and for some October 3rd natives, that leads them into careers in design, fashion, music, film, or other creative industries. They bring a refined sense of aesthetics into their work, often elevating the ordinary into something extraordinary. Even when they work in more traditional settings, they tend to add a creative flair, suggesting innovative solutions, fresh perspectives, or simply reimagining how things can be done. This creative vision sets them apart, giving them the ability to innovate rather than merely follow established paths. Networking is one of their secret weapons. While others may see networking as a chore, October 3rd individuals approach it with genuine enthusiasm. They are natural connectors, able to build bridges between people who otherwise might never cross paths. Their charm, humor, and attentiveness make them memorable, and they instinctively know how to keep relationships alive without being transactional. This ability often opens doors that would remain closed to others, giving them access to mentors, collaborators, and opportunities that fuel their career progression. However, with all their gifts comes the shadow of indecision. October 3rd people are often aware of the many possible paths available to them, and their desire to make the right choice can sometimes paralyze them into making none at all. This hesitation may lead to missed chances or stalled projects, frustrating both themselves and those who depend on their leadership. In business, where timing is often everything, learning to trust their instincts and act decisively becomes one of their greatest challenges. Their need for approval can also complicate matters. While their diplomatic nature often works in their favor, it can sometimes lead them to prioritize popularity over principle. They may hesitate to make tough calls if it risks upsetting others, or they may overextend themselves in trying to please too many people at once. The danger here is losing sight of their own vision or diluting their energy in the pursuit of universal acceptance. Their professional growth requires them to recognize that true leadership is not about pleasing everyone but about standing firm in decisions that align with integrity and purpose. When October 3rd individuals align their creativity with persistence, the results can be extraordinary. They are capable of building businesses, careers, or artistic legacies that outlast them, leaving an imprint on their industries or communities. Their vision, combined with their natural gift for connection, allows them to inspire teams, lead movements, or shape cultural trends. They are not content with simply working for the sake of working. They want their careers to mean something, to leave behind a story worth telling. Whether they become entrepreneurs, advocates, artists, or leaders, their professional lives are rarely small in scale. They are meant to expand, to create, to innovate, and to connect. And though they may stumble on the path of indecision, their destiny lies in learning how to pair their natural brilliance with the discipline and courage to act boldly. When they do, they often rise to heights that once seemed impossible, proving that their talents were never meant to remain hidden but to shine in the public sphere. Dark sides. Every source of light casts a shadow, and those born on October 3rd are no exception. For all their charm, intelligence, and creativity, they wrestle with traits that can undermine their relationships, careers, and personal growth if left unchecked. The first and perhaps most recognizable of these shadows is vanity. October 3rd individuals are often highly aware of how they present themselves to the world, and while this can fuel elegance and sophistication, it can also slip into an overconcern with appearances. They may invest too much energy in looking polished, admired, or socially successful, forgetting that true authenticity shines brighter than any cultivated image. Their indecision, already visible in career matters, is another recurring challenge in their darker moments. Libras born on this day often find themselves stuck between choices, unwilling to commit for fear of missing out on the alternative. In personal relationships, this can appear as hesitation to fully invest in one partner or one direction, creating confusion for those who want clarity. In professional settings, this can manifest as procrastination or endless weighing of options, leaving colleagues frustrated and opportunities wasted. The longer they avoid decisions, the heavier the consequences become, often forcing them into choices they didn't consciously make. Another shadow lies in manipulation, subtle though it may be. Their natural gift of charm, persuasion, and eloquence can sometimes tempt them into using those talents for self-serving ends. Instead of being transparent, they may craft words that soften the truth, dodge accountability, or shift responsibility onto others. This is rarely malicious but often born from their fear of conflict or their desire to avoid disapproval. However, when left unchecked, it can erode trust, leaving others questioning whether the October 3rd native is being entirely sincere. Their aversion to confrontation also contributes to their darker tendencies. While their peacemaking abilities are admirable, they sometimes go too far in avoiding conflict altogether. By refusing to address problems directly, they may allow them to fester beneath the surface, eventually leading to larger blow-ups or silent resentment. This avoidance strategy may keep the peace temporarily, but in the long run, it can undermine the very harmony they so desperately seek. Learning to confront issues head-on, with honesty and courage, is one of the most important lessons they must integrate. At times, October 3rd individuals also struggle with overdependence on external validation. They want to be admired, liked, and respected, and while these desires are natural, they can become excessive. If they rely too heavily on others' approval, they risk losing touch with their own inner compass, bending too much to please others rather than standing firm in their authenticity. This can leave them feeling empty even when surrounded by applause because they are chasing acceptance rather than living from their core truth. The darker aspects of vanity, indecision, manipulation, avoidance, and dependence are not meant to define them but to challenge them. Recognizing these tendencies is the first step toward growth. When they learn to embrace authenticity over appearance, courage over hesitation, truth over charm, confrontation over avoidance, and inner validation over external applause, they transform their shadows into strengths. For October 3rd natives, the journey of life is not about erasing the shadows but about integrating them, accepting that both light and dark are essential parts of the human experience. By facing their weaknesses with honesty and self-compassion, they not only grow stronger but also deepen their ability to inspire and lead others. Their light shines brightest when it emerges not from perfection but from the courage to be real, flawed, complex, and beautifully human. Life goals. People born on October 3rd carry within them a deep, almost unshakable yearning for harmony, justice, and authentic self-expression. From their earliest years, there is a sense that they are not content to simply exist within the world as it is presented to them. Rather, they feel compelled to shape it, refine it, and guide it towards something more balanced and humane. These individuals are natural bridge builders, souls who instinctively seek to mend divides, whether those divides appear between individuals in conflict, ideas at odds, or entire cultures struggling to find common ground. They embody the Libran essence of the scales, always searching for equilibrium, fairness, and a rhythm of life where beauty and justice can coexist. Their mission in life often unfolds through their talent for creation. They long to bring beauty into the world, not only through traditional art, though many are drawn to music, writing, painting, or design, but also through the art of human connection, diplomacy, and social reform. They see beauty in a just society, in a healed relationship, in a reconciled family, and in communities learning to understand one another. For them, art and love are not separate from justice and truth. They are woven into the same tapestry. An October 3rd native may just as easily fight for social causes as they would write poetry or design a breathtaking space. In both, their goal remains the same: to inspire, to connect, and to elevate the human spirit. One of their great life challenges, and therefore one of their most significant goals, is mastering the art of decision-making. The Libran tendency to weigh every option, to see every side, and to hesitate until certainty is absolute can hold them back from fully stepping into their power. Life consistently presents them with crossroads where indecision could mean stagnation. Their journey pushes them to trust themselves, to choose boldly even when perfection is not guaranteed, and to accept that imperfection is not failure but humanity. By embracing imperfection, they learn that beauty lies in authenticity, not in flawlessness. October 3rd individuals also strive to be remembered as people who left the world better than they found it. They do not want to move through life passively. They yearn to create ripples of change that outlive them. Whether through small acts of kindness that touch individuals deeply or through grand gestures that alter communities or systems, their ultimate purpose is to inspire others and to leave behind a legacy of connection. To them, a meaningful life is one in which they acted as healers, connectors, and creators of peace. Their goals often expand with time. In youth, they may focus on personal beauty, friendships, and intellectual exploration. As they mature, their aims turn outward toward building families, careers, and communities that reflect their values of fairness and harmony. In later years, they often become mentors or guides, sharing wisdom, stories, and compassion with younger generations. Their life is not a static journey but an evolving mission, always growing wider in scope, always seeking to bridge larger gaps. Ultimately, October 3rd individuals want to live lives that reflect their deepest truth, that harmony, justice, and love are not just ideals but daily practices. Their goals remind us that the world can be healed and made more beautiful, not through perfection, but through the courage to show up authentically, to decide, to create, and to connect. Their legacy is balance restored, beauty created, and humanity inspired. Zodiac compatibility. Compatibility for October 3rd natives is a fascinating dance of intellect, passion, and balance. Their Libran nature makes them seekers of relationships that stimulate both the mind and the heart, and their connections with other signs reveal just how varied and nuanced their romantic landscape can be. Their best matches are often Gemini, Aquarius, and fellow Libras. With Gemini, they find a partner who matches their wit, curiosity, and love for conversation. The air between them crackles with ideas, jokes, and shared adventures, creating a bond that feels both playful and endlessly engaging. Aquarius offers them not only intellectual stimulation but also a shared vision for the future. Both value freedom, originality, and fairness, and together they create a relationship that feels progressive, inspiring, and filled with mutual respect. Fellow Libras, meanwhile, bring harmony on a profound level. Two Libras together can build a world of beauty, refinement, and peace, though they must guard against indecision multiplying in the partnership. Still, the mutual understanding is often unparalleled, and the romance feels like a mirror reflecting back their own ideals. Good matches come with Leo and Sagittarius, fiery signs who offer the passion and energy October 3rd natives sometimes lack. With Leo, there is warmth, loyalty, and a touch of glamour that appeals to Libra's love of beauty and celebration. Leo's confidence helps Libra step boldly into decisions, while Libra's diplomacy softens Leo's occasional arrogance. Sagittarius provides adventure, honesty, and a sense of freedom that keeps the relationship fresh and alive. Together, Libra and Sagittarius create a partnership filled with travel, laughter, and the pursuit of wisdom, with Libra's refinement balancing Sagittarius's wild spirit. Challenging matches appear with Cancer and Capricorn. Cancer's deep emotional waters can sometimes overwhelm Libra's airy detachment. Libra may struggle to understand Cancer's need for security and emotional reassurance, while Cancer may feel Libra is too distant or indecisive. Yet, if they learn to respect each other's styles, Cancer offering depth and care, Libra offering perspective and lightness, the partnership can bring healing and growth. With Capricorn, the challenge is different. Capricorn's discipline, structure, and seriousness can feel stifling to Libra's need for freedom and beauty. Capricorn may see Libra as frivolous, while Libra may see Capricorn as rigid. But if both commit, Libra can teach Capricorn to relax and see the beauty of life, while Capricorn can give Libra the stability they secretly crave. These compatibilities remind us that no relationship is ever doomed or guaranteed. Each pairing carries gifts and lessons. October 3rd individuals thrive when they find partners who engage their minds, nurture their hearts, and allow them to grow into their fullest selves. Whether with an air sign that mirrors their intellect, a fire sign that ignites their passion, or even a more challenging match that teaches them resilience and compromise, their relationships are always opportunities to create harmony, balance, and inspiration. Numerology of October 3rd. The vibration of the number 3 is one of the most vibrant and expressive energies in all of numerology, and when combined with the Libra qualities of October 3rd, it creates individuals who are truly born to bring color, creativity, and connection into the world. The number 3 is the number of the communicator, the entertainer, the storyteller, the one who finds joy in transforming ideas into words, words into art, and art into shared experience. It symbolizes creativity in its purest form, carrying with it an almost childlike playfulness, a desire to laugh, to sing, to perform, and to engage with others in ways that lift spirits and spread light. Those born on this day often feel that their role in life is not to remain silent or hidden but to express themselves, through speech, writing, performance, or simply their presence, which tends to leave others feeling brighter and more inspired. But with this gift comes responsibility. The number 3 can scatter its energy too widely, leaping from one idea to the next without always finishing what was started. October 3rd natives may have dozens of projects, passions, or dreams, each burning brightly for a moment before another spark captures their attention. This restless energy, while exciting, can sometimes prevent them from manifesting their true potential. Their numerological journey requires learning how to focus, how to apply discipline alongside creativity so that their brilliant ideas take root and grow into lasting achievements rather than fading as fleeting bursts of inspiration. The October vibration, the 10th month, brings with it the hidden strength of leadership and independence. While the 3 offers playfulness and expression, the 10 adds a layer of determination, individuality, and the potential for great achievement. This combination suggests that October 3rd individuals are not only meant to entertain and inspire but also to guide, to lead, and to influence others on a larger scale. They are not merely artists in the traditional sense, they are artists of life itself, capable of shaping communities, movements, and cultural shifts through the way they communicate and express truth. The number 10 also adds a karmic weight. Those born on this day must learn that with visibility comes responsibility, and with influence comes the need for integrity. In numerology, 3 is also the number of optimism and joy, and October 3rd individuals carry this radiant positivity within them like a beacon. They often enter a room and shift the energy instantly, their humor and lighthearted nature lifting even the heaviest of moods. Their laughter is infectious, and their words often leave a lasting impression. Yet, when unbalanced, they can mask insecurity with jokes or spread themselves too thin in pursuit of constant excitement. Their true mastery comes when they learn to ground their natural enthusiasm in purpose, ensuring that their joy becomes a source of lasting inspiration rather than temporary distraction. Ultimately, the numerology of October 3rd reveals a life path where creativity meets responsibility, where expression is not only a gift but a calling, and where the joy of communication must be balanced with the discipline of commitment. Those who embrace both sides of their vibration, the playful 3 and the purposeful 10, can shine brilliantly, leaving behind legacies of laughter, art, leadership, and light. Druid Horoscope. According to the ancient Celtic tree zodiac, those born on October 3rd fall under the influence of either the hazel tree or the ivy, depending on the year, and both carry profound symbolism that perfectly mirrors the duality of their personality. The hazel tree is the symbol of wisdom, eloquence, and intuition. In Celtic tradition, the hazel was considered sacred, a tree of inspiration associated with knowledge and poetic insight. Those born under hazel are believed to possess minds that see beyond the surface, capable of grasping truths others overlook. For October 3rd individuals, this translates into a natural eloquence and an ability to communicate in ways that touch both heart and mind. They often have a gift for storytelling, persuasion, or artistic creation, using words and ideas like brushstrokes to paint meaning onto the canvas of life. Hazel also represents intuition, the quiet, inner knowing that guides them through indecision and helps them navigate life's complexities. October 3rd people are not just intellectual, they are intuitive, often sensing the right path or reading the emotions of others even when no words are spoken. This gift allows them to be peacemakers, mediators, or teachers, channeling their wisdom to bring clarity and harmony to those around them. The ivy, on the other hand, symbolizes resilience, determination, and the ability to thrive even in adversity. Ivy grows by climbing, adapting itself to whatever surface it encounters, trees, walls, stones, finding its way upward no matter the obstacles. For those born on October 3rd, this reflects a deep inner strength that might not always be obvious on the surface. While they appear graceful, charming, and light-hearted, they also carry within them an unyielding perseverance. When life presents challenges, they find creative ways to adapt, weaving themselves into the situation until they discover a path forward. This adaptability is one of their greatest strengths, ensuring that no matter how difficult the circumstances, they can survive and even flourish. Together, the dual energies of hazel and ivy reveal October 3rd natives as both intellectual and resilient, eloquent yet adaptable. They are seekers of truth, carriers of wisdom, and creators of beauty, but they are also survivors who know how to find light even in the darkest places. The hazel grants them insight and eloquence, while the ivy gives them persistence and endurance. They are not easily broken. Instead, like ivy, they continue to climb, weaving themselves into life structures until they find their place in the sun. In the Druidic view, this combination makes October 3rd individuals uniquely equipped to bridge divides and inspire others. They can speak with wisdom, adapt with grace, and endure with quiet strength. Just as the hazel tree and the ivy each hold sacred significance, so too do these individuals carry within them a dual blessing: the ability to illuminate minds and to persevere through challenges, embodying the Celtic belief that true strength lies in both wisdom and resilience. Vedic Indian Horoscope. In the ancient wisdom of Vedic astrology, those born on October 3rd often embody the influence of Chitra Nakshatra, a constellation ruled by Mars and infused with the radiant symbolism of the bright one, or the shining jewel. This placement grants them an unmistakable aura, an energy that is creative, magnetic, and deeply artistic, yet also restless, forever seeking to build, refine, and perfect the world around them. Chitra natives are said to be architects of beauty in all its forms, whether through literal design and craftsmanship, through the artistry of words and performance, or through the intricate construction of relationships, communities, and ideals. Mars, as the ruling planet of Chitra, adds dynamism and fire to their otherwise airy Libra nature. It fuels ambition, determination, and drive, giving them the courage to push past barriers and the willpower to manifest their visions into tangible reality. This makes October 3rd individuals natural builders, not only of structures or art but of meaning, harmony, and societal progress. They are rarely content with mediocrity. They aspire to leave a mark, to carve out something enduring, and to create beauty that resonates long after they are gone. Yet this Mars-driven energy also carries restlessness. Their minds and hearts are often pulled in many directions at once, fueling a constant search for something new, something better, something brighter. This restless spirit can be both a gift and a challenge, propelling them to greatness but also tempting them toward dissatisfaction when reality cannot keep up with their ideal vision. Chitra Nakshatra bestows upon them the quality of charm. There is a jewel-like brilliance in their personality, an attractiveness that draws others toward them effortlessly. They tend to shine in social settings, captivating with their eloquence, their smile, or their sheer ability to radiate presence. This magnetic aura often leads them into positions of visibility, whether on stage, in leadership, or in communities where they serve as both guide and inspiration. People sense something luminous about them, something rare and valuable, like a gem hidden in ordinary rock that catches the light just so. Yet, as with all gifts, there is a karmic responsibility tied to their birth. The task of those born on October 3rd is not only to build beauty for themselves but also to balance personal desires with service to others. Their creativity and ambition can at times become self-centered, focused on their own expression or success. But their spiritual path, according to Vedic teachings, calls them to use their gifts in ways that uplift others, to become not only creators of beauty but also vessels of healing, balance, and justice. Their karma urges them to ask, am I creating only for myself, or am I building something that benefits the whole? Chitra natives also wrestle with duality. They are ruled by Mars, a fiery, aggressive planet, yet they are born under Libra, a sign of balance, peace, and harmony. This creates an internal tension between the warrior and the diplomat, between the drive to conquer and the desire to reconcile. Their journey requires them to integrate both sides, to learn that true strength comes not from domination but from the ability to fight for beauty, truth, and fairness in ways that preserve harmony. In relationships, Chitra-born individuals are often passionate, creative, and charming partners, yet they must learn to temper restlessness with devotion. In careers, they excel when they can combine artistry with structure, vision with practicality, ambition with service. Spiritually, they are called to polish the jewel within themselves, not for vanity, but so that their light may reflect into the lives of others. In this way, the Vedic horoscope paints October 3rd individuals as radiant souls whose brilliance lies not only in what they create but in how they use their gifts to inspire and uplift the world around them. Flower horoscope. The flower most often associated with October 3rd is the calendula, more commonly known as the marigold. This radiant blossom, with its vibrant orange and gold petals, perfectly mirrors the spirit of those born on this day, warm, creative, and full of devotion. Just as marigolds brighten gardens with their bold, cheerful colors, October 3rd individuals bring light and energy into the lives of those around them. Their presence is rarely overlooked. They have a natural way of standing out, of infusing any space with vitality, optimism, and a sense of beauty. Marigolds are historically tied to the sun, symbolizing warmth, joy, and the life-giving energy that sustains growth. Similarly, October 3rd people often act as sources of encouragement and inspiration, nurturing those they love with kindness, humor, and a radiant optimism that others find contagious. Their words and actions can feel like sunshine on a cloudy day, reviving weary spirits and reminding others that there is always beauty to be found, even in difficult times. But the symbolism of the calendula goes deeper. Marigolds have long been associated with devotion and dedication. In many cultures, they are used in rituals of offering and remembrance, representing not only the joy of life but also the reverence of memory and legacy. For October 3rd individuals, this reflects their dual nature. While they are playful, light-hearted, and magnetic, they are also deeply committed to the people and causes that matter most to them. They give themselves fully when they love, and they honor bonds with sincerity and depth. This flower teaches them that true beauty lies not only in brightness but in constancy, remaining devoted even when life's seasons change. The marigold also carries a reminder of humility. Despite its vibrant color, it is a common flower, often found in simple gardens or used in everyday traditions. For October 3rd natives, this symbolizes the importance of staying grounded. Their charm and magnetism may draw admiration, and their creative energy may place them in positions of visibility, but the marigold whispers a gentle warning: do not live only for others' praise. Do not let your brightness become a mask. Remember to return to your own roots, your inner truth, and the authenticity that gives your beauty meaning. In another layer of symbolism, marigolds are often associated with remembrance of the dead, especially in traditions such as Dia de los Muertos, where they are believed to guide spirits with their radiant color and scent. For October 3rd individuals, this connection to remembrance emphasizes their role as legacy builders. They are not here simply to shine for a moment, they are here to leave behind a trail of warmth, love, and inspiration that continues to guide and uplift long after their physical presence is gone. Thus, the flower horoscope of the calendula reflects the essence of October 3rd, a spirit that shines brightly, nurtures deeply, and remains devoted to truth and authenticity. It encourages them to embrace their natural warmth, to spread joy generously, but also to remember that their ultimate beauty lies not in how much they are admired, but in how true they remain to themselves and how deeply they touch the lives of others. Stone horoscope. The birthstone for those born on October 3rd is the opal, a gem unlike any other, shimmering with shifting flashes of color that seem to hold entire universes within their depths. Just as the opal refracts and reflects countless hues depending on the light, so too do October 3rd individuals reveal different facets of themselves depending on the moment, the company, and the circumstances of their lives. This stone is a perfect mirror for their soul, imaginative, layered, mercurial, and endlessly fascinating. It symbolizes creativity, emotional depth, and transformation, qualities that define the essence of those born on this luminous day. Opal has long been associated with imagination and artistry. In ancient traditions, it was believed to hold the colors of all gemstones, embodying the full spectrum of beauty. For October 3rd natives, this translates into an ability to access multiple perspectives and channels of creativity. They are not confined to a single way of thinking, a single path, or a single form of expression. Instead, like the play of light within an opal, they can shift between roles: artist, mediator, leader, lover, while maintaining their inner brilliance. This versatility is one of their greatest gifts, allowing them to touch many lives and create beauty in countless forms. Yet the opal also carries a dual nature. Its energy does not discriminate between light and shadow. It amplifies whatever is already present within the wearer. For October 3rd individuals, this means that their birthstone can magnify their brilliance, deepening their empathy, imagination, and capacity to inspire. But it can just as easily intensify their indecision, their vanity, or their tendency toward illusion if they are not grounded in authenticity. The opal whispers an important lesson: to live truthfully, to embrace the full spectrum of their being without hiding behind masks of charm or chasing only external admiration. When they wear their opal with integrity, it becomes a beacon of inspiration. When they wear it with pretense, it reflects their shadows back at them. Opal is also a stone of emotional depth, reminding October 3rd souls that their true power lies not only in intellect or charm but in vulnerability and honesty. Its ever-changing hues mirror the complexity of human emotions: joy, sorrow, hope, longing, love, and transformation. Those born on this day are often tempted to live in the light, to keep things playful, witty, and beautiful, but the opal calls them to dive deeper, to embrace the full range of their emotions. It teaches them that transformation comes not from avoiding discomfort but from moving through it, allowing the darker shades of life to enrich their wisdom and empathy. Transformation is another core theme of the opal, and for October 3rd individuals, life is often a series of transformations, shifts in identity, career, relationships, and beliefs that continually refine them. They rarely remain the same person for long. Instead, they evolve like the colors in their stone, constantly rediscovering themselves and revealing new facets of their potential. The opal empowers them to accept change not as chaos but as alchemy, a necessary process of becoming more authentic, more radiant, and more whole. At the same time, the opal warns against illusions. Its dazzling colors can captivate, just as October 3rd individuals can captivate with their wit, beauty, and charm. But the danger lies in mistaking appearances for truth. Those born on this day must learn to look beyond the surface, both in themselves and in others. Authenticity is their soul's calling, and the opal serves as both a reminder and a challenge. Will they choose to live in illusions of perfection and admiration, or will they reveal their truest, most vulnerable selves, where real connection and beauty reside? In spiritual traditions, opal has been considered a stone of inspiration and divine connection, linking the earthly self to higher realms of creativity and intuition. For October 3rd natives, this makes it not only a gemstone of personal power but also of spiritual awakening. It encourages them to trust their inner voice, to let intuition guide their decisions, and to channel their creativity as a sacred gift meant to uplift others. Ultimately, the stone horoscope of the opal reveals the core journey of October 3rd: to shine with authenticity, to embrace both light and shadow, and to use their brilliance not merely for self-adornment but for genuine connection and transformation. Just as the opal dazzles when light passes through it, so too do these individuals shine brightest when they allow life's light to flow freely through them, without distortion, without illusion, purely and beautifully. In the end, October 3rd births a personality that is luminous, witty, and deeply human. They are connectors, lovers, and creators of beauty in all its forms. Yet their greatest challenge is to embrace decision-making and authenticity, learning that life does not require perfect harmony to be profoundly meaningful. They are not meant to avoid shadows but to weave them into their light, crafting a life that reflects the full spectrum of human experience. So, the next time you meet someone born on October 3rd, remember this: behind their laughter and charm lies a story of balance, brilliance, and the eternal quest for truth and beauty. Like the opal, they are ever-changing, ever-evolving, and infinitely captivating, a reminder that true radiance comes not from perfection, but from the courage to live authentically.